So I would love to welcome our next speaker, who is Marco Barotti. He's a media artist based in Berlin, who actually comes from a background of music, having studied music at the Siena Jazz Academy, and where he began merging sound with visual art. His work is driven by a desire to invent an artistic language in which a fictional post-futurist era is expressed through kinetic sound, interventions in natural and urban environments. His installations merge audio technology, consumer objects, and waste into moving sculptures triggered entirely by sound, with his primary focus being to create a tech ecosystem that plays with resemblances to animals and plants. In fact, I think the first time I encountered your work was when you very kindly opened your studio to a group of students who were very inspired, and we got to see one of your works that ended up being in the Dark Rooms Vertical exhibition. So I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you for being here and joining us today, Marco.
Thank you very much. Yeah. You guys can hear me? Oh, good. So I have always been inspired by nature, mainly by the rows and entanglement of species in ecosystems. In my artistic practice, I try to metaphorically recreate the biology and functionality of species in nature with technology. I create kinetic, data-driven kinetic sound sculptures that resemble animals and plants and deal with environmental and social issues. All my installations, they reflect the human impact on the planet, and I constantly collaborate with scientists. I make use of comprehensive environmental data to bring critical topics to the audience in a tangible, sensitive, and poetical form. So we don't have much time today. I got 10 minutes. I'm going to briefly show you a couple of works, and then we can go on with some Q&A. The first one is clams. In nature, these animals are a detector of pollutants, and they serve as filtration systems within our ecosystem. And inspired by the ability of this incredible species, I created a series of kinetic sound sculptures that look like clams. They are made out of recycled plastic, and they are triggered by the water quality. So this is the data, how the data looks like before it's sent to the clams, and this is their reinterpretation of it. The second work is moss. This is a breathing sound sculpture that interacts with the global and local air quality data. So for this work, we built a software that gets data from the World Air Quality Index and the Sensor Community Platform. So it's official and unofficial, real-time, whatever that means, air quality data. What the software does, picks a city every 10, 15 seconds, and then it translates the air quality into sound and movement. To say it very simply, if the air quality is good, the sculpture breathes and moves slow, and it sounds pleasant. And if the air quality is bad, the sculpture breathes fast and moves fast, and it sounds less pleasant. Corals is my latest work, actually produced in 2023, so already last year. The installation interacts with the ocean data, so waves, currents, biochemistry, and mainly with the bleaching alert areas, right? So bleaching alert areas, it's a data set from NOAA that since 1985 actually monitors the coral reefs around the world. So it's called the Coral Reef Watch, actually. So what we did with the data, we developed the work together with the Science Gallery and the Bifold, the Center for Big Data and Machine Learning at the Technische Universität in Berlin. And what we did together, we developed machine learning models, which I call techno-shamans. The techno-shamans are models that were trained with shamanistic chants and rituals from Peru, South Korea, and Japan. And what we did, we built a software similar to the MOS. So the software picks a location every once in a while on the sea, and depending on the condition of the reef, the techno-shaman sings a ritual for the corals. Actually, I forgot to say this crackling sound that you hear. These are recordings of healthy coral reefs around the world. So there is a group of scientists, marine biologists that actually are on a travel for new research, which is actually recording the sound of healthy reefs and then playing it back with underwater speakers into damaged reef. So to bring life back, actually. And I found this message very, very important for all of us to share. So it's kind of the core sound of the artwork that you hear. I'm going to show you the last project, Apes, which is the work that we were talking about on the intro. I started my research being fascinated by the urban communication ecosystems. So by these man-made electronic jungles, they seem to me like a group of techno-apes that populates the rooftop of cities, feeding themselves on data. So these antennas are part of our digital evolution, right? They enabled us to connect, communicate, and exchange data between each other and machines. So I wanted to bring this dystopian landscape in the artwork. And Apes is a metaphorical exploration of our digital evolution, and it navigates through the topic of data consumption, surveillance capitalism, cybersecurity, deep fakes, digital well-being. The work is developed with the Cluster of Excellence of CASA at the Max Planck Institute at the University of Bochum. They are one of the main research centers of cybersecurity in Europe. The apes are driven by data consumption and cyber attacks. So the data consumption algorithms, they are statistics, so static numbers translated into dynamic counters. So from Facebook likes to Google searches, tweets and Tinder swipes and Instagram photos upload and more. While the cyber attacks are actually a live feed from the honeypot security system of the German telecom and its honeypot partners. So the The honeypot security system, they're actually designed to intentionally attract attackers, and what they do, so they can study the nature of the cyber threats. The sound and the movement of the apes is generated by the data flow. So the faster the data, the more the data, the amount of data, the faster the movement. While the sounds of monkeys and jungles that you will hear, they are generated by an AI that was developed by the scientists of Bochum to actually detect audio deepfake. So it's an AI police. And what we did, we trained the AI with apes, great apes, and jungle sounds downloaded from the internet, and then we asked the AI to deepfake it. So the sound that you hear, it's a deepfake ecosystem. And every once in a while, the screens, they become white, and the words digital well-being are appearing. And this is the moment where the apes are disconnecting from the network. They go on a sort of digital detox, and they meditate on a sub-frequency sound tuned to the